And we have you right in the center of the reading. So we have the Empress. All cards are male or female. The Empress is Libra or Taurus. Okay. So this energy of this card, if you're a parent, you're a very good parent. You're a beautiful person inside. You're loving, you're kind, you're thoughtful, you're considerate, you're generous, and I can go on and on with these beautiful qualities that you possess as just being a human being here on earth. So, the Empress surrounds your entire reading. That the universe likes to remind you of what you deserve, who you are. You deserve better is what I'm getting already. So let's look. Up here in your highest energy is the Devil. So, this is the card for Capricorn only because of the horns. But the energy of this card is in your highest energy, and this is toxic. This is like being tied to someone who is tied to something or someone else. You deserve better. I knew that. So this energy is hanging around you. Next to the Devil card is a Queen of Wands. Now this can be a third party, but I need more cards to say that it is a third party. But this other energy that's hanging around you through someone else, it can be a person or a thing or an addiction or something like that. I have the Queen of Wands next to the Devil card, and right above your card, the Empress, which surrounds the whole reading. The Queen of Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. Very passionate energy. The Queen of Wands, male or female, holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. Wherever the Queen of Wands puts their passion, or their love, they put their passion. That's why there's a pet. That's why there's a flower here. It's like they focus on what they love with a passion. So this tells me you're passionate about whoever it is that you're connected to that is making this. They're just toxic to you right now. Anyway, so let's just keep reading. I have the Nine of Pentacles next to the Queen of Wands. This can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is about being independent, being self-assured, being grounded, and just solid, and just being yourself. It's next to the Queen of Wands. So holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, it's almost like you want to go back to just being you. And the universe is almost saying that's where you're better. This toxic energy doesn't seem to be serving you. You're not even looking at it. So I think that you're thinking about just going back to being you. I have the King of Pentacles under the Devil card, Taurus. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is your reading. This is going to be you. You need a solid and stable relationship in moving forward. Whoever you choose as a partner in your life, they have to have a lot of the same qualities that you have in order for the relationship to work. So, this is really, really looking at the future. Looking at that pentacle like a crystal ball, and knowing that you need something more grounded than this toxic energy. So on the other side of the Empress, I have the Three of Wands. This is under the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, you're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, and you're looking out over the world. There's 3 ships out there. Let me see how close I can get this. Okay. I don't know if you can see them. There's 1, 2, and 3 ships out there. And you're waiting for your ship to come in. So you're thinking about starting over, starting from scratch, going back to who you used to be, and wait for the right ship to come in for you. I have the Chariot, which is under the King of Pentacles. This is the card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Chariot is all about moving forward. Now, those sphinxes right there, they're laying there. They're ready. They're like, just say the word and we're going to get up and we're going to move you forward. So you're getting ready to move forward in your life, to that fresh start, to that new beginning. I have the Ace of Wands right next to the Chariot and under the Empress. This is what you want. And that wand there is, this is thinking about it. This is doing it. So you are going to be moving forwards. Look at how it's just blooming and blossoming to a more, a better place for you, much better place for you. You've been living in this place of confusion. It's been kind of a tipsy-turvy, kind of a roller coaster ride. You know, these are pentacles. Pentacles about security and stability, and it's just a crazy 8. And the ships are bouncing around out there. They're unsettled. The ocean's unsettled. Your whole life is like you need to get rebalanced, and that is exactly what you want to do by moving forward into a new life cycle. So it looks like so far that you want to leave this toxic energy behind, become yourself again, and just look for someone who is more suited for you. So here's the 2 cards that were left over. Oh my heck. Okay, Taurus, what else do they need to know, universe? Okay, and then we have 1 extra card, which is going to be your clarifying card for this reading. So Taurus, the overall energy is you. Okay, remember the qualities that you have. Remember, in moving forward, you must have someone with a lot of those same qualities in your life. In order to move forward, be grounded with them. Well, I have the 6 of Wands right next to the 9 of Pentacles. So you becoming yourself again, getting regrounded, restable, and just being you. We have success and love coming in. This is like a reward from the universe. I have the Judgment card right next to the 6 of Wands. You've been going through a spiritual lesson with this toxic energy. And so your guardian angels and spirit guides have been blowing that horn down on you, and you've awakened to this spiritual lesson. It's the Judgment card, and by awakening, when you awaken to a spiritual lesson, I mean, there's many through our whole lives. We are rewarded by our guardian angels and spirit guides for learning the lessons, and so they bring us things. And I think they're bringing you a new relationship. I think they're bringing you someone that you will be proud to be alongside of. And these wands coming up in the background are people who celebrate your success in love. So I think this is your reward. I think you learn to put your love on a shelf, not to give it out to this toxic energy that's in your highest energy here. 9 cups, that's a lot of love sitting on a shelf behind you, and you are just guarding them. I think this is part of your spiritual lesson, because you need to become yourself again. This toxic energy is not serving you. I have the Page of Swords under the 6 of Wands and next to the 3 of Wands. So you're going forward with your sword up. You are going to, I think whoever comes in, you're going to check their social media or kind of, make sure they're okay. You are moving forward with that sword of truth and clarity up. You will seek the truth. You will seek the clarity. You're going to be a lot more careful this time on who you get involved with. Great. That's your spiritual lesson, I'm sure. I have the 2 of Cups right under the Judgment card and right next to the Page of Swords. Well, the 2 of Cups, this is a soulmate energy. I feel like, because I have the Devil card in your highest energy, this is soulmates with love. This is like being friends, soulmates with love. You might have been in a friends with benefits type relationship, and you decided that this is not for you, this is not working for you, and that you would rather be on your own than in this relationship. But that's what attracted the 2 of you together, is being soulmates. So, you've known each other before, and that always causes some sort of spark or attraction with the other person, and that's what happened. I feel like I have the Ace of Cups. I feel like you might have been falling in love with them, and that's why you put your love on a shelf. So I have the Ace of Cups next to 2 of Cups, and then right below the 9 of Cups. I think that you were having feelings, but they weren't reciprocated. So Then you started to realize that this is only becoming toxic. And then under the Page of Swords is the Eight of Wands. And this is next to all this confusion, the Two of Pentacles. So the Eight of Wands is about communication. And I think it does take a lot of communication. I think in order to get your truth, get your clarity, this is texts or calls or emails or video chat, something like that through the airways back and forth. This might be social media. You really might meet somebody on social media, Facebook or a dating site or something like that, because of the way these cards are lining up. But you do go forth with your sword up. I feel, it doesn't happen too often that you really meet somebody, that is for you on a dating site, but it kind of feels like you will. I have the Seven of Cups next to the Eight of Wands and under the Two of Cups. You realize that the Two of Cups here, you had the Ace. This is, what's touching that, and then touching this. But you had the Ace, so you were sincere about your love, and you were falling in love, I think. But they weren't. They were like, you were very confused over the cup of love that they were offering to you. So, they had something in their cup. And that whatever that something is part of that toxic energy, and that's why it wouldn't work out. I have the Page of Wands under the Ace of Cups and next to the Seven of Cups. I actually feel like you've said something about how you feel about them, but it was not reciprocated. And it brewed from the bottom of your feet. And you wanted a fresh start and new beginning with them. And you wanted to move forward with them. But then it turned into, well, okay, you just want a friends with benefits, it looks like. So you have something more to say. And that is that you want a fresh start and new beginning on your own. So I feel like, it's not that big a deal to them. It is to you, but I don't feel like it's that big a deal to them. I have a clarification card here, and it goes between the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, Taurus. It's the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think there's going to be a separation, like I said before. You do speak up. You do speak out. I think they're coming back. It goes right here, okay? So where this Three of Cups is placed, it looks like you will be single for a while. You're going to get regrounded, restabilized. And I think they come back in, and they are the ones that you move forward with. They have to have let that toxic energy go. So it gives them time to think, it gives them time to change, and it gives them time to know what it is that they really want from a relationship and this relationship with you. So as long as they have that toxic energy around them, no way is it going to work. But if it leaves like it is waving goodbye in this picture, then there is a possibility this could work out. And I think that what they do is they do say goodbye to whatever's toxic, and then they return. At the same time, you get rebalanced in your life. Oh my gosh. So it looks like there's still hope for this relationship, even though I think there's going to be a separation. You need a break, definitely. I can see that. And you need to get back to being you, back to the basics of being you. And they have issues that they need to deal with in order to come back to you. And I think that's what's happening. So they really can be coming back to offer a cup of love, a real cup of love.